All right, it's Jordan Smotherman. He is the captain on your Worcester Railers. And Jordan, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Hsu.
Yeah. Listen, before we get anywhere, I want to thank you for that hat trick a few weeks ago. You got me 20% off my new Railers hat. So,
Perfect.
I really appreciate that. I think now you were on the podcast I do with Josh Dolan and Isaiah called Breaking the Ice. I think Josh Dolan said go out there and get a hat trick at one point during that podcast. So
I would have to re-listen, but I would very much enjoy it if that was the case. I'm pretty sure that was the next game afterwards, or the second game after I was on with you guys.
Yeah, we were taking all the credit, Jordan. Absolutely. So
yeah, that doesn't shock me at all. I was, however, a little disappointed to look up at the scoreboard during the TV timeout and see you lose the pie eating contest, though.
You don't have to bring up that kind of stuff, okay? We're here to just, obviously there was some more cheating going on. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm 0 for 2 in the Table Talk pie eating contest. Yeah, thanks for rooting me on there. I appreciate it.
We'll have to get you back for a third.
Yeah,
try to redeem yourself.
I'll do it whenever, Jordan. I mean, if there's free pie involved, I'm all for it. So
that's fair.
Well. Yeah. Thank you again for joining us. And now I know the team has been going through a lot as far as COVID goes. You got players, going on the list, coming back. So there's been a lot of that going on. A great story though that comes from that is what was it? Was it last week when Bobby Butler got signed to what was it? A 1-game contract and came into the game?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Bobby came in for a 1-game contract. I mean, being a local guy, I grew up playing with Bobby. We've known each other since we were like 12, I think, was the first year we played together.
Wow.
So getting him back was awesome.
And it's something else that he just kind of stepped in and said, "Okay, boys, this is how you do that." Scores a goal, gets a couple of assists, drops the mic, walks away.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you bring a guy in with the experience that he has, I mean, the guy's he's played in the Olympics, he's played, close to 100 games, maybe 100 games plus in the NHL. He knows how to play the game, and if you're a smart player in this league, you can do really well.
Well, it was really exciting to see him, and I hope that maybe he can return. I know he's got a full-time job, but I don't know if the Railers are looking at some other one-time signing prospects. Have you heard anything about that?
I know that I think we threw out on Twitter they were trying to get Ryan Whitney from the Spit and Chicklets podcast to come out of retirement for a while. I think they threw that Hail Mary pass out there. I mean, man, we were in a situation where we had guys dropping with COVID like flies. We had guys getting called up to our affiliates because they had COVID problems. I mean, we played one of our games with 8 forwards and 5D. We have called everybody and tried to get them to come out on a 1-day contract. I have called every single one of my local friends that has retired within the last 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
To see if they would come out for a 1-game contract. But all of them have since moved on to very normal and real lives, and it does not allow them to step out and play professional hockey anymore. So no, it's been a crazy couple of weeks for us. If you look at our roster on the year, I think we've already, by this point of the season, seen 55 plus guys put the jersey on.
Jeez, that's insane.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Imagine trying to keep track of all those names. You walk in 15 minutes before a game, and there's 5 guys that you've never met before that you're about to play with. We had to pull in 4 or 5 guys off of Wall Street when we played in Reading 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Guys that are day traders in New York that had retired in the last year or 2 years that stepped in to play that game for us.
That's
amazing. So it's been an adventurous couple of weeks, that's for sure.
Well, listen, Jordan, if you guys really get desperate, I'll be willing to come out there and help you if you don't mind having a player not so much holding a stick, but holding onto the wall while he skates, just clutching the boards the whole time, just to be a presence out there, in case you need another body.
Luckily, we will not have to take you up on that.
Okay, all right.
We're starting to get back to full strength. The affiliates have been sending some guys back. Everybody's getting healthy, so we're looking to turn that corner here this week, especially.
Well, that's good news. And then this weekend, you guys got a couple of games, and then Saturday night, I'm kind of a nerd about comic books, so I'm really excited about Marvel Night. at the DCU Center, and I guess the first 1,000 Railers fans in the building get a commemorative poster. But you guys have some special jerseys going on. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe I was talking to Cam McGuire, our radio media guy there. I believe they are Thor-related jerseys.
Oh, nice.
And I think they're going to be pretty cool. He sent me the mock-up of them. They look pretty neat. I'm currently in the process of trying to track down a costume myself to wear to the game. Kind of join in with the fun. So I'll see what comes out of that. But no, it's always an exciting night when we can get the fans involved wearing costumes. And I'm a bit of a Marvel geek myself. I actually, when I was playing over in Denmark last year with everything shut down and nothing to do, sat and watched all, whatever it is, 22 or 23 movies in the proper chronological order.
Oh, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So who's your favorite? Who's your favorite superhero?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think I'm an Iron Man guy. I think maybe more so because of Robert Downey Jr. than the character himself, but I've always been a big Iron Man fan.
I love the Hulk. He's my favorite because there are moments in my life where I wish I could have had that power, where I could have turned, like standing in line when somebody cuts me at the supermarket or something. I could just turn into this giant green monster and trash the place.
I think I have 5 or 6 minutes every game that I feel like I could use that power as well. So.
Well, that's going to be fun. I hope a lot of people dress up. I'm going to try to drag out my Captain America costume, but I haven't worn that since high school, so it might be the fat Captain America coming in there. So that's happening Saturday night over there at the DCU Center. Now, if I could ask you, and I don't know if you've read up on this yet, but Tukka Rask, if you want to talk a little Bruins, just re-signed with the Bruins for $1 million. I believe it's a year contract. What I specifically want to ask you about, Jordan, because you have played literally all over the world. You have played, not just here in North America, but several teams in Europe. You have just a vast amount of experience, and I know you've seen a lot of paperwork probably in your time. What are your thoughts on Tukka's, what he calls the beer addendum to his contract, where he, I guess, asked for a lifetime supply of Bud Light, but Bud Light stepped up and said that they will give him a large supply of beer. I don't know about lifetime, but have you ever seen anything like that before?
Outside of an actual men's league fake joke contract, no, I've never seen anything like that. But I do applaud the guy, especially if they're getting him to come back out of what was a retirement phase. Why not throw something like that in there?
Yeah,
I feel like I need to renegotiate now.
Right? What would something that you would throw in there? It doesn't have to be food or beer or whatever, but if there's anything you'd like say you got an offer, they really wanted you, and you made a demand, something like that. What would it be?
Oh, Jesus, in Worcester, probably maybe unlimited Coney Island hot dogs. That might entice me. Yeah.
Lifetime supply Coney Island hot dogs. That is That's an excellent choice. Yeah. Have you ever heard of it? Now, obviously, it was kind of a joke. It's not like a serious thing, but Bud Light is stepping up and saying that they're going to give him beer for that. But have you ever heard in your travels of anyone making some kind of weird demands in their contract like that?
I'm trying to think. I know being over in Europe, some guys always had some interesting stuff in their contracts, but it was mostly apartment-related things. Nothing too crazy like that jumps out of the top of my mind. No.
Nothing like I want a fur coat like Derek Sanderson wore in the 70s, and an orange Mercedes or something like that. Nothing.
No,
great.
But this may be setting a new precedent. We might see some strange things being thrown in negotiations now.
Yeah, I hope so. I definitely hope so.
I look forward to it. Let's get a little more character in the game. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jordan Smotherman, he's your captain on the Worcester Railers, and you'll be able to see him this weekend, Saturday night. It's Marvel night, so Railers fans, if you're going to the game, dress up like your favorite superhero. Those guys will be rocking the Thor-themed jerseys, and Jordan may be dressed up like Iron Man. We don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. Well, Jordan, I appreciate you taking the time, and I hope we can make this a regular thing, man. It's great talking to you. It's great talking to a local guy, who's doing well with the local team. So we appreciate that,
Absolutely, man. If we can make this a regular thing, I'm absolutely down.